What's going on? What's going on, fam? This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I hope you're having a great day and welcome back. Continuing our series with our love of numbers and the day in the life series as well. And today it's all about the number 14. So if you carry this vibration, this is all for you, all about you. Or you may know somebody that may carry this vibration, and you'll know how to approach and deal and nurture and love on these individuals too, right? All right. But at the end of the day, there's no cookie cutter recipe to these numbers. Always trust your own intuition, do your own research. And a great teacher will always lead you to some kind of source or reference so you can, read along, learn with me together, right? And that way you can gather your own perspective and share your newly found knowledge with people after you practice, of course, right? And show, get a little results, share this knowledge with people. That way we can learn and grow together. All right. But number 14 is all about you today. And just a quick recap, what's a number 14? As you can see at the top, in my experience, this is pretty much the unending talent. These people are well organized, and these people can do any and everything. If they, whatever they put their energy towards is going to grow. Okay, because they are very fiery in nature, but also very loving and caring too. It's all about personal freedom, flexibility, and travel, expansion, and sharing those talents and gifts with this vibration. Okay, but let's go from left to right. Okay, because we're gonna keep things very simple. My goal is to keep things as simple as possible. All right, everything is interconnected. So I have tarot and also the zodiac wheel. We tying everything into a nice little bow and showing how the interconnectedness of everything. And just trust our intuition, and our intuition will lead us to the source, or the next step, so we can learn more. Okay, so don't believe nothing that Chris is saying. It's for you to know, through research, and just trusting yourself. Okay, that's what it's all about. All right, but what is the number 14? All right, so we want to, approach these numbers as, separate entities, and then we'll just wrap it all up in a bundle, right? But, number one, it's all about being that leader, new beginnings, fresh start. Also, showing this new persona to the world, right? It's all about you. This is your world, your reality. And it's all about, being that leader, self-expression, and just remember that, your thoughts create your reality. Okay. And so you want to keep, elevated thoughts, learning new things all the time. And also that fourth vibration is the realist, right? Problem solving. These people are, very orderly structured, which lead to the five, which is that talent, right? 1 + 4 is 5. So, at this level, you have all these different attributes at your disposal when you use them correctly. And I know they don't teach this stuff in school, but that's why you're here listening, to this presentation right now. That way I can share my experience with you. There are other mentors out there that are sharing this knowledge, but I just want to put this on in a bundle for you and keep it very simple and have fun. That's what it's all about. So let's go left to right here. So I have the number 14 tarot card, the Temperance, and just on the surface level, guys, these people are very angelic. All right. They done been through trials and tribulations throughout their lives. They answer to a higher power, right? A higher power. And these people are very angelic. They're very in tune with the source and with themselves, and they have a loving heart, but they have embraced that masculine principle, but also, they have reached a level where they fill their cup, and now they can pour their, the things that all the lessons that they learn into others. That's basically what, surface level, what this means. Very grounded individual. But as you can see, these red wings here, even though they're an angel, right? These people can be a little fiery with negativity from time to time. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. But at the end of the day, these people are the high priest and the high priestess, and on our plane. And these people been through some things. They have the results. All right. They can lead you to a source of information. These are your teachers. These are the people that can give you the keys to, to any situation that you may be going through. Even if they don't know the answer right away, they can point you in the right direction, because that, you know, when it deals with truth, balance, justice, reciprocity, they embrace that, and they want to lead people in the right direction, because they know how energy can only be, cannot be destroyed, only transferred, in other words. So they always want to pass some good energy. Once they know better, they'll do better. All right. And again, everything ties together here on the wheel, the zodiac wheel. So please trust your intuition. Use the additional references that I'm gonna have below. But this is all about you, 14. And 1 + 4 is 5, right? But when it comes to the number 14 as a karmic number, these people really need to learn, more about independence. That's why you're here. Self-initiative, unity, and justice. And with this vibration, you tend to attract people, Taurus, Aries, and you're more in line with the planets of Jupiter and Mars. Okay. But in my experience, the challenge for this vibration in general is just being a negative influence on people and situations, because the universe is gonna, present you with these different situations just to test you, and just to, for you to level up and to realize, like, hey, just my words, or my actions alone has a big influence on the way people respond or carry through things, in other words. So you can either be that bring water, right, or you can bring fire. But I mean, each has a time and a place, right? However, you know with this vibration, you really want to watch your temper, because it's easy to pump up the crowd, with the adrenaline. All right, so learn to really examine the situation. Don't speak too soon. Really examine the situation, because you want to be that change agent. That's the best way I can explain it. But your overall thing, number 14, really is to achieve balance, and also harmony. Monitor your temperance and prudence. What does prudence mean? Okay, basically, at the end of the day, you need to be responsible for your own, self-discipline. All right, you need to be responsible for your own savior. You saving yourself, right? Each and every day, as you learn these lessons, you saving yourself, from the same situations again. All right. And it can be, seen as a sacrifice, but at the end of the day, you have to take ownership. Responsibility starts with yourself, and me too, right? I'm not excluded. But if you act cautiously, number 14, you can really be fortunate with money matters or changes in business, because you are very smart, very talented. All right. I might add. Now, 14 have the inner motivation to make success of anything they put their energy towards. You are a ball of energy. People are naturally attracted to you, very charismatic. You can, very fun to be around. People love you. Okay, because that 1 + 4 = 5. That 5 vibration is very attractive, because it's the halfway point between 1 and 9, right? And a lot of people can really approach the number 5, knowing that 5 gonna, will give them some information, because they're that high priest and the high priestess, right? They have a a knowledge of self, right? All right. But let's talk a little bit more about this number 14 as we close, right? But the number 14 is one of everlasting movement and brings trials and dangers from a great variety of experiences. Now, these people sometimes experiment just for the sake of experience, right? I've been there. Now, such behavior may lead to chaos, but their overall aim is to, try to progress, change, and really the final joy of renewal and growth, because these individuals, they want to learn as much as they can while they're here in this incarnation. And they know they can always become better each and every day. And they're very open-minded. Okay. Now, people under this influence of the 14 can have a strong negative influence on people, like I mentioned, unless they are very awake and aware of the conditions which come into their lives. All right. Because you're going to get tested, because you're an angelic being, highly luminous being, right? You're a pure energy. We all are. But you carry this vibration because you can really help people out, in certain situations. So again, everything's a test. So are you lifting people up or are you tearing them down? In other words, that's what that's what you need to focus on. Like, what does the winner get at the end of the day in these negative situations? What's the return on the investment, right? Now, 14 people are very single-minded at times, and they are often the ones who, these are the people that are going to start the weird but the wonderful business, ventures, such as myself, right? These are the individuals that think outside of the box. They can turn a bit, turn just something as simple as giving advice into a business model. Who does that, right? But it's sound advice. And that's the thing. So, with this vibration, you're able to think outside of the box. You don't go by what the structured norm is in society. There you can create your own reality, from anything. Long as you lifting people up, you sharing your knowledge, and you helping humanity, the whole planet. Okay. And lifting people up. All right. So when you do that with the law of cause and effect, you can't lose. Okay. But to talk a little bit more about this vibration here now, the receptive quality of this number 5, like I mentioned to you before, 1 + 4 = 5. This keep these individuals open to, all endless innovations and change. They need to, they need a constant challenge, or, they may quickly become bored. They can only think and work with only one thing at a time. And if you give them, too many things to do at one time, they will become decidedly vague. They'll just, box themselves in a corner, kind of shut down. And one thing I learned about, when you're taking on too many things at one time, you have to put yourself on a schedule. Schedule yourself, schedule. So what do I mean by that? You may have to, there's 24 hours in a day, right? Out of those 24 hours, block out 15 minutes for personal growth. Read that book you need to read. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Rich Dad, Poor Dad series by Robert Kiyosaki, especially that cash flow quadrant, right? Because people really need to know about, the cash flow quadrant, right? And The Richest Man in Babylon. And then just to hit some historical facts just to get your brain even more percolating, if you haven't read it already, The Nile Valley Contributions to Civilization by Anthony Browder. That will really open you up to a whole nother reality that, that has been pretty much hidden, right? But you can't hide anything because eventually everything's resurfaced and the truth is always here when you open to it, okay? But at the end of the day, guys, as we close, with this 14 vibration, you have a great capacity for love, but it takes a very special person to make them, settle down. All right. Because these people, they know what they want. They know they want freedom, but at the same time frame, they want, someone that's gonna, really love them for their authentic self, their true self. Because, this vibration, especially this vibration, these people are very in tune with their intuitions, with nature and just with the cosmos, the universe, and they're, very talented. And me personally, with this 5 vibration, you can hold some of your spiritual attributes in and really don't share it with people to, when the timing is right, you hold it in. And so what I'm saying is, don't be afraid to express yourself. You have these talents for a reason. That little inner voice keep telling you certain things. That's why you listen to this presentation right now, because your energy, your that voice, know that, hey, we're connected. I'm a reflection of you in a different time and space. I'm just here to remind you how great you are. And, the possibilities, for you are endless, and anybody. All right. Not just this vibration. All right. But you really need to, be ready to jump up at a moment's notice, because these people love to pack their bags and leave, for faraway places if they have the opportunity to do so. So these people don't mind, traveling. Now, the 14 person is also very socially popular too, because with that vibration, people, these individual talkers, listen to me. All right. But as children, they never sit still. They're pretty antsy and are pretty much into everything. They're fearless, reckless, They question everything. They can excel in many different fields and can be exhausting to watch, when they're young. But those born on the 14th will seek high risk business venture. And just remember, with these high risk business venture, really see like what's the return on investment, in my experience. And then also you need a mentor that has a proven track record with results, tangible results that you can see. All right, because people can sell you anything, tell you anything, right? But you need a mentor that has proven track record, and a resume and experience. Because there are a lot of people out here, they teaching from books with no real world experience whatsoever. And then sooner or later it tells on themselves through their action and the way people respond to them over a course of time, right? So be true to yourself. Always learn. Have that beginner's mindset. Always keep learning. All right. Now, as we close, now 14s are warm, creative, and have a great deal of natural wisdom, which they are freely to share with others. Right. I love sharing. Now, however, the 14 person can have strong negative influence on other people again, right? Unless they are aware and awake of their own energy, because you're that powerful. All right. So be mindful of how you encourage people to respond to a situation, man. Don't set these people up, you know, for failure. Set them up for success. All right. Let me make sure I finished that one. All right. But 14, can be high risk takers and who ride pretty much their whole lives like a roller coaster, ups and downs, but they learned a lot of lessons, gained a lot of experience through repetition, making a lot of mistakes, right? And they usually marry, more than once. Not wishing that on you guys, but it's hard, sometimes it can be hard to choose. Especially when you have that freedom mindset a little bit, and these individuals don't like being clingy relationships either. They love their space, in other words. Now, they also are very headstrong, and they underneath the surface, these people are very emotional. All right, because at the end of the day, they are in tune with their heart chakra. However, they have this masculine quality to them. Sometimes they can pop off like a little firecracker, right? All right. But at the end of the day, I'm saying all this to say this. I'm speaking from experience. I'm a 5 vibration day, and a lot of that is in my charts, name, natal chart, you name it. And but from experience, just number 5, just listen to people, share your knowledge with people. Don't come across arrogant. Continue to learn. Self-help is the best help. Self-education is the best education, and that, there's a quote out there: don't let your your uh your your high school or your education interfere with your real world experience. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the real education right there, what we're going through right now. All right. But at the end of the day, guys, have fun. Practice. Repetition is the mother of all skill. Be sure to use these 7 hermetic principles, right? And then share your knowledge and wisdom. At the end of the day, the reason why you listen to this presentation right now, you want answers, you want more alignment, you want more balance in your life. There's more to life than just going to work, coming home, repeating that process each and every day, like you're in a hamster wheel. When there's a whole world out there just for you to tap into, that's free, you know, just for you. But at the end of the day, your experience are nothing more than these life lessons to test you and for you to pass, to level up. And this will enable you to progress positively along your path. Again, the reason why you hear it, these are just nothing more than just life lessons to test you and for you to pass. All right. Don't, you're going to keep getting these little mini lessons with different people. Pretty much the same situation, just different, different setup, different people, but you have to learn and grow. And this will enable you to progress positively along your path. One more time, learn the lesson. Everything's a test. You are going to pass this test because you tired of repeating the same mistakes over and over again. Sometimes You know, when do you get tired of staying in the same class, man? That's all I have to say. But pass the test. All right. Learn the lessons. Use those painful, experience as tools and as fuel to help yourself to not do it again and to help people level up before they make that same mistake like you. That's when you get the kudos from the universe. And this will enable you to progress positively along your path. And at the end of the day, man, just have fun. It's all about you. This is your self-realization, knowledge of self, loving of yourself, figuring out more about yourself, understanding the true essence of your being here at this time, because it's deeper than what you think. You are that powerful. All right. But at the end of the day, always trust your intuition, because your thoughts, your belief, your words, your energy, your actions always going to equal your results, which create your reality. And at this time, always keep your money in check, 808. And I'm going to include some additional references down below so you can really learn with me. And we're going to continue our series with the number 15. All right. But again, be sure to click the like and subscribe button down below. This is Chris Thompson with Food for Your Thoughts. Stay grateful and focused. Until next time, peace.